Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, HERS is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
And the Panthers remain standing and shout it out. Get fired up. It's the Spirit Squad and Marching Panthers leading the Go Big Black chant and the Hay Song.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paola High School. You're watching a brilliant rendition of Paola's high school band going on right now. A couple of technical issues going on there in the early going, but we are up and ready to go about 11 minutes away from kickoff. The Paola Panthers getting set to take on the Fort Scott Tigers. Battle of the Big Cats getting ready and almost underway. Quick shout out to a couple of our sponsors here as we'll go ahead and give those a quick read here. Go Brawly. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawly. It just works. Go Brawly is chanting what is possible. Experience is a new kind of internet with Go Brawly. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawly.com. Also sponsoring this pregame show is Elliott Insurance. Elliott Insurance, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at elliotinsurance.com. These two schools also met in week 1 of last year. Paola took that one 28-6 over Fort Scott. Fort Scott showing up today looking for some revenge. It's a brand new year. High school football season just about ready to kick off. We'll be back after one more quick break.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
We are back, just about 8 minutes left to go before kickoff here. Paola High School, Fort Scott Tigers. Last year, these two teams, as mentioned during the previous jump into action here, took last year's opening game 28-7. They did not play the previous year, so Fort Scott here for revenge. Paola hoping to get the season started 1-0, and you're going to watch it right here on the Paola Sports Network. Opening kickoff coming up shortly. Big keys to this game for Paola. It's going to be starting off strong and fast. You're going to want to get on top of them early. Paola, dominant running attack, hoping to play some much improved defense this season. Best way to utilize those skills, jump on top early, try to take a multi-score lead, and then run that clock until it hits triple zeros. That is the Paola key to success. A battle of two of the historically top 10 winningest high school programs across all of Kansas. Of course, last season, both of them felt slightly disappointed by their overall output. 3-6 season for Paola, 2-7 season for Fort Scott. But better things on the horizon. Both of them very hopeful coming into this year, hoping to get back to that historic dominance that both of them have been known for in the past. 6:40 left to go as we'll watch the run out here. And then right before kickoff, we'll go ahead and take one more break, as it looks like the team is marching its way over toward the giant inflatable helmet over there. So we'll be sure to make sure that we catch the team's entrance here. Maybe we'll go ahead and take that break first. Come on back, and we'll take a gander at the team entrance and opening kickoff. High school football week 1 right after this.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness and a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal jeweler.
Back live to Paola High School. The Fort Scott Tigers have made their way onto the field. And you know what that means. Coming up shortly, your hometown Panthers getting set to make their entrance. We'll go ahead and take a look down onto the field. We'll watch the entrance in full. And then should be just about time for kickoff. Just about 4 minutes left to go. The band set up nicely down there. You know, you got to give props to those band kids that come out here when it's still, you know, early September, even into October generally here in the Midwest. It's usually around the high 80s, low 90s, sometimes worse. They come out there full uniform, ready to play each and every time on that turf, nonetheless. Imagine the soles of some shoes have been stuck to that turf a couple of times throughout the years as the Paola Panthers make their way down onto the field. And the giant inflatable helmet ready to see some action for the first time in 2023. An impressive entrance made by the Panthers at Enter Sandman. Lots of teams use it. It never makes it any less exciting. Old fans getting up in the bleachers, hopping around a little bit, gets the energy flowing. Paola looks ready to play, and the captains are at midfield, ready for the coin toss, deciding who's going to get things started here in the 2023 season. As the two Eastern Kansas schools just about set. Handshakes ready to go. Football just about ready to be played. Everyone making sure to make a quick pit stop over at the Water Horse before things get going. You don't want to find yourself poorly hydrated on a day like today. It is nice and hot. We got the section of the booth over here with our window open where there is no AC coming in, so we can feel a little bit of that up here. Probably nothing, though, compared to being on that turf with the pads on. And we are just about ready to go here. One last pep talk from each special teams coach. Fans still bustling in. Looks like we got a full house here at Paola High School. These stands, not a whole lot of excess room for any more newcomers to the stadium here. Packing just about every single seat. And Paola will receive to get things started. They got Xander Mining back deep to return. Opening kickoff presented by Miami Lumber. Servicing Miami County since 1983, located at 1014 North Pearl Street in Paola. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 3. Miami Lumber, your homegrown improvement store. Like us on Facebook. And we are underway. That thing not going to totally get all the way deep, but will be fielded by Paola out past the 20. Going to get up past the 30. Nice return before finally being brought down at about the 32. That looked like number 1, J.D. Troutman, who brought it up. And the Paola offense, our first look at them this 2023 season. Last season, Paola mustered 1 home win, hoping to equal that here today right off the bat.
Panthers starting this drive, first down, 10 from their own.
Paola will break the huddle with 1 wide. He's set out to the left. T formation behind him. He's going to toss it left side, going to the left. That's number 26, Clayton Younger. Manages to pick up a nice chunk, gain of about 5 there, and a good carry right off the bat for Younger.
First struck down by number 10, Doug Chipman, and teammate number 6, Lennox Van.
Paola will come to the line after the pickup of 6 there from Younger. Going to give it to Younger again. He's going to get the first down, going left side, breaking some tackles, and all the way up to the 48-yard line. Couple of real nice runs right off the bat, and 20 yards on the ground for Younger already.
9-yard gain on the play. That's good for
having a nice start is Clayton Younger.
First down, 10 from the Paola.
And Paola's moving the ball early on.
Tackler was number 10, Doug Chipman.
This one's going to be kept by the quarterback, taking it upfield, getting maybe 2 up to midfield there.
Tristan Kotzer, tackled right at midfield by number 16, Colton Rogers.
That was number 8, Tristan Kotzer. Took it for about 2 there. Well, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 from midfield. Panthers break the huddle. Same T formation here. They're going to toss this one to Younger. Younger coming near side, gets to the about the 47-yard line of Fort Scott. He's been their best rusher of the day as he gets himself to the 47. Brings up a 3rd and pretty manageable here. 3rd down and about 5. They're going to need the 42 for the first down. And they'll come out with a twin set to the left. I formation, Younger the deep back. Katzer looks to the sideline, checks the wristband, and now it looks like they're set for play, takes the snap. It's going to be a keeper for the quarterback. Very close to the first down, and the extra push got it. Down to the 39-yard line, and he's fired up, is Tristan Katzer. Looks like they've spotted it at the 30. There we go. Now it's back at the 39. First down and 10 coming up for Paola.
The Tigers, number 7, Jasper Allison. First down 10.
Fort Scott's defense back on its heels. Already Paola dictating the pace of play here on their opening possession. It's been a whole lot of downhill between the tackles, and they come out in the eye once again. They'll give this one to Younger. Younger runs into a bit of a wall there. Maybe gets about 2, but that'll be it. Good defensive surge there from the Tiger defense. Gets him up to about the 37-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. As Paola looks to the sideline once again. They've got a good downhill rushing attacks going here early on. And we'll see if they can keep it going after a minimal gain there on first down. They'll give it to Younger. Going the other way, and the Tiger defense. That was started by number 44, J.C. Gross.
Disrupting the play in the backfield, number 44, J.C. Gross, and teammate number 16, Colton.
My apologies, J.C. Gross made the tackle in the backfield. I mean, he shot that gap like he had missiles attached to his backside. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. So Paola marched it all the way across midfield, but now Fort Scott showing some stout defense. 3rd down and 10. We'll see what Paola does offensively here. They got 1 wide near side. Jace Curley, the lone receiver. They're going to go play action. They're going to throw it near side on the out route and complete it. That is J.D. Troutman getting the first down. Not knocked out of bounds until he's at the 26. Gain of about 13, and that'll move the chains. So Katzer comes out 1 for 1 to start his passing this season.
Looks like we're resetting it here. They're going to mark him short.
And no, they're actually going to say the referee on the far side had it misspotted, so it's going to be 4th down and short. Katzer keeps it himself. That's going to be real close. I don't know if he got it. This is going to be very close. Right at the 29-yard line is where they're spotting it. Near side official, though, giving him the 28. That would be enough for a first down, and that is where they will mark it. So Paola manages to move the chains with the quarterback keeper. And now they'll look to the sideline as they'll go 2 wide on this play. They'll go from a wing set. They'll give it to Younger, far side. He's going left side. He cuts it upfield inside the 10. Younger down to the 5-yard line. Carrying guys down inside the goal-to-go area. And this will be first down and goal from the 5, assuming that the yellow doesn't call it back, but it's looking like it might.
Holding against the Panthers.
And it will be a hold. Looked like it was downfield by one of the receivers over there. We'll go ahead and not call out the numbers for the infractions this particular time, but looks like where the flag was about maybe 2 yards shy of the first down, so if they walk that off. No, 2 yards past the first down, my apologies. Bring up first down and 9. One of the rare down and distance combinations you'll see. And that play is blown up in the backfield. Katzer nowhere to go. And he's going to be brought down back at the 31. So a massive defensive play there for the Fort Scott Tigers. That's going to bring up a second down and about 14. Back to throw. Quick game coming here from Katzer. He's coming near side, and that pass, just in and out of the hands of number 16, Jace Curley. Tristan Katzer put it up for him. He was hit as he threw. That's going to fall incomplete, though. Would have been a tough catch there for Jace Curley. Just couldn't come down with it. Tried to come back to the ball. It looked like he was looking for a flag, but didn't find one. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14 to go. And we'll see what Paola does here. They've gone to the air twice here on the opening drive. 7:10 left to go here in quarter number 1. Paola 31 yards away from pay dirt. And a timeout going to be called. We'll take it with them and be right back after this.
At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
We are back after that quick timeout. 7:10 left to go. It's going to be a 3rd down and 13 officially here for the Paola Panthers. Opening possession here. They've eaten a lot of clock, but at risk of not coming away with any points to show for it. We'll see what they're able to do here. Facing this 3rd down and long. They've gone to the air twice. Tristan Katzer has put a couple of real nice balls in the air. One of them came up just short of a first down. He snuck his way for it a play later. His other one was a nice pass that just happened to fall incomplete, but they'll go to Younger near side. Younger's got a head of steam. Younger inside the 15, and Younger down to the 16-yard line. What a run there from Younger. Ate up about 15 yards when he needed 13. And he has been by far the top rusher here today.
That's good for the Panthers. First down 10 from the 11-yard line.
Now from the I formation. One receiver near side, and then they'll look back to the sideline. First down and 10 from the 11. They're going to give this one off up the middle to the fullback. Good hard finish there by Cooper Stanchfield. That's a good hard finish to that run, as that'll bring up a second down and about 3. Good 7-yard carry there for the big fullback.
Second down 3 from the 4.
This time it'll be the quarterback on the keeper. Looked like an option play, and Fort Scott blew it up in the backfield. Loss of 2 on that one.
Wrestle to the ground once again by number 7, Jasper Allison. Also there was teammate number 44, Gross.
So here we go. This is going to be a third down and 5 from the 6-yard line. They can technically get a first down inside the 1 without scoring. As they'll look to the sideline, Tristan Katzer awaiting the play. Split backs behind him. He'll drop back. He's looking to throw this ball, and he does. Gets this one out near side. Completes it to number 16, Jace Curley, but he's going to be short of the first down. Might have picked up about 2, and it's going to bring up a fourth down play.
Marbury there for the Tiger defense.
So we'll see what they decide to do here. You'd imagine they go for it as they'll break the huddle. Looks like it's going to be an I formation coming up. Or maybe not. Looks like a wing formation, perhaps. Deep back here is Stanchfield. It'll be a keeper from the quarterback, stretching to try to get the first down and the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Paola. And it's 6-0 Panthers after an impressive opening drive. Eats up nearly 7 minutes of clock and ends with 6 points. Touchdown run from quarterback number 8, Tristan Katzer. And it puts the Panthers on the board. Their opening drive of the season ends in points. Extra point on its way. This will be J.D. Troutman to attempt the PAT. Spot down, kick on the way. It is up, it is through, and we've got a 7-0 ball game here in Paola. We'll be right back for Fort Scott's first touch of the ball after this.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness in a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
We are back, just about set for the Paola kickoff following the 4-yard touchdown scamper from Tristan Katzer to put Paola on the board early. Panthers turn their opening drive into 7 points, ate up almost 7 minutes of clock, over half the first quarter. A very impressive opening drive, and now it's time to see what the Tigers can do with it. Just about set to kick this one away. Putting a boot to it there, and this will be fieldable by number 12. That is Morgan Shaw. Shaw trying to cut back. Shaw hit hard at the 29-yard line, and that is where Fort Scott is going to start with it.
12 yards on the kickoff return for number 12, Morgan Shaw. Special teams tackler for the Panthers, number 10, Jasper Logan.
Jasper Logan with the special teams tackle for the Paola Panthers. So we're just about set here for the opening plays of the Fort Scott offensive possession. Tigers come out in that wing T set. They'll run it up the middle, fullback plunge. That goes nowhere. Well played by the Panther defense. Might have gained about 7 inches at the most. Carry there by Jasper Allison.
Here is number 7, Allison. Tackler for the Panthers, number 65, Carson Martin. Gain of 1 brings up second down.
So second down and 9 coming up here for Fort Scott. We'll see what they're able to do with it. Pair of truly run-heavy offenses going at it here today. Motion man once again. They'll toss it that way. That's Cousins. Cousins going along the far sideline, pushed out of bounds at about, we'll see where they're marking him, about the 34-yard line. Give him a gain of 5. Good carry there from Cousins. Makes third down a bit more manageable. Should be a 3rd and 5 coming up.
5 from the 34.
As Cal Cousins got his first carry of the season. And 3rd down and 5. We'll see if Paola's defense has a big 3 and out from their defense here on the opening drive. Bleachers would go pretty crazy for that. This one's going up the middle, and absolutely no space there for Jasper Allison. Might have gained 2, and that's going to bring up an early 4th down. So a 3 and out right off the bat for the Fort Scott offense. 4th down and 3, and they'll make some personnel changes and send out the punter. As this will be Lennox Van to punt this one away. Paola sends back Troutman to return it. Van counted only 9 men in front of him, so quick personnel change as Cannon needs to come back onto the field. Low snap, but getting rid of it, and a nice punt, but landing right in the hands of Troutman, who's got a lot of green grass to the near side. He'll take it for a pretty good return there, almost 20 yards, up to the 47-yard line. And now the Paola Panther offense set to go once again as they hustle their offense out there. We'll stay right here. 2:58 to go in quarter number 1. Paola with the lead, looking to extend it. Clayton Younger already with 48 yards. We're not even out of the first quarter just yet. He had an explosive opening drive, but it was quarterback Tristan Katzer with his 4-yard touchdown scamper that put the points on the board. We'll see what Paola has in store for drive number 2. They'll start in the I formation. Katzer takes the snap. He'll give it to Younger. Younger going right between the tackles. Good hard run in there, and he drags a man to about the 47-yard line of Fort Scott. Picks up about 6 yards.
Down to the Tiger 47 before he's tackled by number 7, Jasper Allison.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Coaches love that. They absolutely, the terminology staying ahead of the chains. Nothing like a 6-yard run on 1st down to stay well ahead of schedule and ahead of those chains. And now, after just one play, they're already in Fort Scott territory after the defense made a great stand. I formation. Trouble with the snap, but he will get it to Younger. Sorry, that is J.D. Troutman, who goes off the far side. Picks up about 7 yards there to the 39-yard line.
8-yard gain on the play.
Sorry, they'll give him 8 yards on that one. First carry for Troutman on the year. Moves the sticks. 1st down and 10 from the 39 of Fort Scott. From the eye, give this one off. This looks like Troutman again. Troutman with some nice cuts. Troutman still on his feet. Hold on to the ball there. Oh, good heads-up play by J.C. Gross to try to get it out, but it's not going to stop him from getting down to the 19-yard line, a 20-yard carry. As we'll take a quick break. Looks like an equipment issue there for Eli Martin of the Tigers, so he'll need to sub out. Great carry there from Troutman. And now 1st down and 10 from the 19-yard line.
That 20-yard gain, it's now 1st down and 10 from the Tiger 19.
I formation here behind Katzer. Troutman motioned back into the backfield, and now he splits back out wide. I formation. Younger on a counter play. He'll go between the tackles. Good vision and good cut. And he'll carry that pile down to the 14. A gain of 5 there for Younger. Clayton Younger
number 73, Luke Harris.
carrying the mail here early on. He's averaging 10 yards a pop thus far. Wild start to this game. We're not even out of the first quarter just yet, as the rushing attack for Paola has been effective. Cats are under center. Single back behind him is the fullback Stanchfield. Now he motions Clayton Younger back behind him, and now we've got a traditional eye. Offset eye, actually. Tight end playing left tackle there as they give it to Younger. Younger inside the 5. Younger down to the 3-yard line. Maybe they'll just give him the 4. That's a 10-yard carry. That average, absolutely spot on. He'll get exactly 10 yards each carry since it's been pointed out.
First down, goal to go.
They'll spot it at the 4. First down and goal for Paola. Give this one off. Stanchfield into the end zone. He powers his way in. And Paola extends their lead. 4-yard touchdown run by the big fullback. Cooper Stanchfield makes it 13-0. Wonky celebration there for Paola. Extra point coming here as Troutman tries to add to the lead. Logan spots it, and the referees kill it. See what that was about? No flag and no timeout signaled, so there must have been a stoppage here. They need to replace the holder. All right, so Katzer will come back in and hold this thing. Spot down, Troutman kick, up, that splits the uprights. We got a 14-0 ball game. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
27 seconds to go in quarter number 1, and Paola has already jumped out to a 2-possession lead. That was one of our keys to the game we discussed early on. Paola, just the style of offense they like to run, it definitely helps them to play from, I mean, every team would say they'd love to play from ahead, but they are definitely one of the ones absolutely built to keep you down once they have that lead. And so coming out here and having a start like this, big for them. That one gets past the first wave, and now having to chase that ball down. Finally getting to it is Morgan Shaw. Shaw is in some trouble, trying to make something out of nothing, and he cannot. Great coverage by the kickoff team, finally brought down by Xander Mining, who's made both special teams tackles today for Paola. And so Fort Scott's going to have to start this drive from inside their own 10. They'll start from the 9. Likely one play here in this quarter before they'll have to make a very long trek to the other end of the field.
Tigers starting this drive first.
So Fort Scott will come out.
9-yard line.
Same wingback formation. They'll give it to the fullback. Up the middle goes Allison. Allison able to get a couple, but that's it. And that should run us to the end of the first quarter. So as soon as we come back, we're back out of here. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the other end of the field when we come back for quarter number 2, live here from Paola High School. We'll be back after we hear from a couple of our sponsors.
That is the end of the first.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Live here from Paola High School, the Panthers on top of the Tigers 14-0 as we begin quarter number 2. Fort Scott's second drive underway. They've got a 2nd and 8 facing them from their own 11-yard line. And we'll see if Paola's got back-to-back 3-and-outs in their defense here. Oh, and they might have gotten Paola to jump, and the flags come out.
Down on the field.
So a great hard count there from the Fort Scott Tigers. That's one way to try to get some yardage going. And the offense is feeling just a little bit stuck in the mud in the early goings here. That'll make second down much simpler. Second down and about 3. Under center, takes the snap, back to pass. Gonna launch this one deep. Receiver fell down. The flag does come out at the 33-yard line.
But there is a flag down on the field.
Lennox Van tried to go deep with it. His receiver, Dub Chipman, ended up in the turf, and it looks like an official took notice of that one.
Pass interference on the defense.
And it looks like that is going to be the call. They're going to get the Paola defensive back. Maybe got a little bit too handsy there. They're going to spot it at the 31. Flag was at the 33, but you can't always throw that thing with the pinpoint accuracy from about 15 yards away. Going to spot that ball at the 31-yard line. And the first down of the game for the Tigers comes via a couple of penalties. It was a nice pass there from Lennox Van. He got that thing downfield. Receiver was just on the turf. Now he's going to show off the running ability, and look at him carry defenders for a couple extra yards. Picks up about 8 there, does Van. And the QB's first carry of the game. Picks up a nice chunk, and they'll actually give him an extra yard now and make it a 2nd down and 1 from about the 40-yard line. So Fort Scott has a little bit of offensive momentum brewing. Couple of penalties will do that for you. And now they're feeling it. Under center. Takes the snap. They're going to go right up the middle. Allison trying to spin his way away from some tacklers, and it looks like he is going to pick up the first down as a result. Sorry, no, not Allison. It was a counter play to Cal Cousins. He gets 3 yards, and that moves the chains. So Fort Scott, a couple of first downs in a row, and now they're sniffing midfield. Looking to try to get onto the Panther end of this field here. Maybe finally try to quell some of the Paola momentum that has been built up on their first 2 offensive drives. Take a little bit of the home crowd out of this thing early on. Van comes down under center. Waiting the snap. He'll hand this one, sweep to the far side. Got a lot of space out there, and got about 7 yards, does Cal Cousins. Another good carry from Cousins.
Number 5, Cal Cousins. Hit on the far boundary, number 2, Xander Mining.
Well, they'll give him 6 on that one, and they'll be 1 yard shy of first down. Or of midfield, sorry. They're still 4 yards shy of that first down. Van under center. Oh, paramotion, man, that'll draw a flag. Stopped at the line of scrimmage was Van, but we'll see if Paola takes the result of that play. It would make it 3rd and 5, but I'm guessing you'd rather have the 2nd and 9. And that's what they're asking. Paola coaching staff, you want the down or you want the 5 yards?
Back up a 5-yard penalty.
And they're going to back them up. Illegal shift there, and that tends to be something that can plague teams that run this offense. It's a unique offense. Obviously, Navy, the most famous team in the collegiate form of the sport that runs that. A lot of high schools, though, have taken it because it's just so hard to practice against if you're not one of the teams that run it. However, one of the things that can plague you, running back forgets the direction of the play. You got 2 guys in motion. It'll happen a lot throughout the season. Happens right there. Now they'll take it, counter run, coming near side. Paola has it well defended. Stuffed in the backfield by number 25. That would be Vincent Jones of the Panther defense. Loss of a yard there for Case Heyer. Chase Heyer, first carry of the ball game, and it sends him backwards. It was well played by the Panther defense, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. 10 yards needed to move these chains. They'll go 3 wide here and a pair of running backs. Back to throw is Van. He's going to fire this one and caught. That is real close to the 1st down marker. Complete there to Chase Heyer, but they're going to mark him about 2 yards shy. They're going to say he wasn't down with possession when the ball first got to him. Gain of 8 yards there. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 2. Under center is Van. Sends a man in motion, it's Heyer. Heyer was just pretending. Now he's back set. They'll check for the sideline. Dummy play initially, and now they'll take a timeout. So they might have just been trying to get 5 cheapies. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be right back for 4th down and 2 from the Paola 49 after this.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Back live here at Paola High School. Fort Scott facing a 4th down and 2 from the Paola 49. They came out before the break showing that they were going to go for it. We'll see if they still are after the timeout. I don't see anyone going back deep to punt this sucker, so it looks like they are going to give this a go. 4th down and 2 and a big play early on for the Paola defense and for the Fort Scott offense. Van under center. Takes the snap. They're going to go fullback up the middle. He didn't even get close. Loss of a yard there, and the Paola defense makes a huge stand. They gave that one to Colton Rogers up the middle, and he lost a yard. So a turnover on downs early on. Paola's defense comes up big, and all the momentum of this ball game is in the Panthers' corner. 8:42 to go here in the first half, and they've got a chance with a short field. They're already at midfield to try to extend this lead.
Cooper Stanchfield. Panthers will take over at midfield.
Tackle was made by Cooper Stanchfield, who came flying into the offensive backfield from his linebacker spot, and he absolutely blew that thing up. So here comes Paola. Under center, they're going to drop back to pass, under pressure, going deep down the field, and just overshot his man. Looks like he was looking for Jace Curley on the deep post. Just wasn't to be. It was well covered down the field, and Paola will have a 2nd down and 10. A lot of teams subscribe to that mentality. I kind of like it myself, especially as a former pass catcher. Always love when you decide to come right out and throw it right off the bat on first down, but I especially love it right after a takeaway. You know, you got the momentum, the opposing defense maybe a little bit on their heels. It's a quick change. They're going to run out onto the field. Now they have to cover the deep shot. I like it. This time they're going to give it to Stanchfield, and Stanchfield, after blowing up the fourth down play, feels a little bit of what that feels like from the offensive side on that one. He lost 3 yards. Well played by J.C. Gross, who has been a one-man wrecking crew, the best player for the Fort Scott defense here in the first half thus far. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 13. That is the one risk, though, you run. You go to the air as a primarily rushing offense on first down. You run the risk of that early no gain, and now they're going to have to go to it again. They're going to go with the stutter and go. He's got Curley downfield, just overshot him by a step, and that'll be a quick 3 and out. So the Fort Scott defense is able to get the quick 3 and out. So Paola got the ball at midfield, had a chance at a short field. They go backwards 3 yards, and Fort Scott does what they need to do, and they'll get their offense back out there. Assuming all goes according to plan on this punt. Clayton Younger back deep to boot it.
Back in punt formation, number 26, Clayton Younger.
Younger going to put a boot to it and send that to the sideline. He's not going to let Cousins get any chance at that one. Looks like it went out at about the 26-yard line. We're going to say the 20. Well, now they're going to talk about it. And they're just going to split the difference, call it the 25. And Fort Scott is heading back out onto the field offensively. And we'll see what Lennox Van and the Fort Scott Tigers offense have here for drive number 3. Still in a 14-0 hole. They got 7:46 to go here in the first half. Let's try to eat into that a little bit. We got a Panthers chant going throughout the stands as the defense right back out onto the field after the offense goes 3 and out. Late substitutions here from each team. Got to get Carson Martin out there. Big part of that defensive line.
Tigers start this drive, first down, 10.
And the Tigers will come under center, far hash mark. They'll start at the 25. Toss that one far side and ahead of steam. Going there for, I believe that was number 3, Chase Heyer.
Play to number 3, Chase Heyer.
And he picked up about 8 yards.
Before he's struck down by number 10, Jasper Logan.
So that brings up a 2nd down and 2. So a good first play there for Fort Scott. And they're hoping their offense is finally starting to feel it a little bit. The opening drive goes 3 and out, but they put together a very nice second drive, and now the first play of this one goes for 8, as they'll get the signal from the sideline. Under center is Van. Takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's going to fire this one deep on the post route, and that one is broken up. Well played by number 9, J.J. Crawford. 9-on-9 coverage. They were trying to get it to Ty Marbury, and it just wasn't to be.
Number 9, J.J. Crawford.
Crawford made a spectacular play. It looked like Marbury had him beat by a step for a moment, but he plays the ball well, doesn't get too handsy, doesn't get any jersey, doesn't get there early. Hand to ball, perfectly timed, and it's going to be 3rd down. Van checking the wristband as he'll come out 3rd down and short. See if we get a pushing match here. No, we're going to get a toss to the outside. Speed on speed, and cutting it back toward the middle and getting the first down was number 5, Cal Cousins, and he'll move the chains. Gain of about 7 there. Maybe 8. And that'll bring up 1st down and 10 from the 42. Takes the snap, Quarterback keeper, it's an option. Well played by the Paola defense, gonna lose a yard.
Option play up the left side.
Tackle made there by Chavez Neely.
For a loss by number 3, Chavez Neely.
Van had absolutely nowhere to go with the ball, and the QB keeper might have even lost a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 11. Looked like he really wanted to pitch that thing, but Neely was in on him so fast. Probably best to just take your loss. Try to pitch that thing at the last second like that. That leads to a lot of fumbles. Now Van back to throw. Looking, gonna come near side. That one broken up, well played again by Neely. Back-to-back great plays by Chavez Neely. Sorry, no, that was Crawford. I misread the number there. I thought it was 3. Crawford's made a couple of pass breakups here in the last few plays. Brings up 3rd down and 11. And a timeout going to be called here with 5:56 to go in half number 1. We'll take it as well. 14-0 Paola on top. Fort Scott with the ball facing a 3rd and 11 when we return.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Back live at Paola High School. It's 3rd down and 11 for the Fort Scott Tigers. Down 14-0, trying to keep this drive alive here. It's been a couple of decent drives in a row here for Fort Scott, but both have stalled out here around midfield. We'll see if they can keep this one going. Back to throw is Van. Van's going to roll to his left. He's got some space. Can he outrace Neely to the 1st down stick? No, he cannot. Great open field tackle by Chavez Neely. Brings him down at midfield. So a gain of about 8 yards, but he needed 11.
It's like well short. It's going to be 4th down.
Sorry, gain of 9, but he needed 11, as I just said. 4th down and 2 once again coming up. This is the exact scenario that they faced at almost this exact same yard line on their previous drive, and once again it looks like they're going to try to go for it here. Under center is Van. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap. It's quarterback keeper up the middle. Very close. Did he get it? Going to depend on the spot. Far side official looks like he gave him enough. Near side official looks like he's just short. He might be short by less than half a yard.
See if they mark it off or need a measurement.
I'm sure they'll ask for a measurement, but based on where they put that ball down, that looks like a turnover on downs for the 2nd consecutive time. We're going to wait for the sticks here. I mean, yeah, where they've got that ball, they needed every bit of the 48-yard line, and he's at the 48.5. So we'll see when they extend these chains here if this is a 2nd consecutive 4th down stop. Paola sure is reacting like it is, and he is just short. Back-to-back 4th and 2s at midfield for Fort Scott that come up short of the marker. My goodness. The Paola defense with a pair of 4th down stands and short yardage scenarios, and now we'll see if they can march the ball a little further than they did on their last drive, mustering -3 yards. First 2 drives were incredibly impressive. We'll see if they can get back to that. 5:42 to go here in half number 1, and they're out in the I formation. Take a deep shot again, or play it more traditionally this go-round. Well, they're going to back it up about 5 yards. We had some guard flinches that going on there. So we'll start first down and 15 instead, and then see where the offense can go from there. They'll start at the 44. We'll play it Canadian rules style, and it's 15 for the first between down and distances. And this one off near side. Nice play there. It was well blocked up front. And Younger hit it hard. Clayton Younger picks up about 8 yards there.
Jasper Allison. Second down, 7.
And that's going to bring up a second down and 7. Well, that's a good way to stay ahead of the chains after a penalty. And why not? Give it to him again. He'll go left side again. This time, slightly better penetration from the Fort Scott defense. He does pick up about 2, but that'll be it. And we'll bring up third down and 4.
It's like the fullback, number 20, Cooper Stansfield with the carry. Rushes forward to the 45-yard line. Brings up third down and 4.
Third down and 4. They're still in that I formation, now with 2 wide set. J.D. Troutman near side. That is Jace Curley up at the top of your screen. Staunchfield and Younger behind the QB. They'll give it off to Younger. Younger fighting, trying to get near the first down, and he'll be just about a yard shy. So that'll be fourth down and 1, and now decision time for Paola.
Near the line to gain, but just short.
He needed 4, he got 3.
Yardage to go. The tackler with number 16, Colton Rogers.
Fourth and 1, they're going to go for it. Cats are under center, Stanchfield and Younger behind him. Give it off to Younger. The play would have been blown up, but a whistle and a timeout called beforehand. A good timeout to take because J.C. Gross looked like he just started that play in the backfield. We'll take a quick break with him and be right back for fourth down and 1.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back live here for fourth and 1. Hand this one off to Younger up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Nice carry there. Got about 6 yards.
6-yard gain on the play. That's good for Panthers.
And Younger has once again kept this drive alive. He's up to 90 yards already here in the first half, and they're up to the line here quickly. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Now 2 fullbacks ahead of Younger. Katzer takes the snap, gives it off Younger. Clayton Younger coming near side, broke the initial tackle and manages to turn no gain into a gain of about 2. Going to bring up second down and 8.
Younger struck down by number 44, J.C. Gross.
J.C. Gross, who's got to be near, I don't know, about 107 tackles already today. He has been flying all over that field for the Fort Scott defense. Takes the snap here. This is going to go to Troutman. Troutman's got a lot of space far side. He's got the first down. He's got inside the 20. Made one man fall down, and he ends up at the 14-yard line. What a run there of 19 yards for J.D. Troutman. And it's going to set up first down and 10 from the 14.
19-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Panthers. First down and 10.
And they'll hurry to the line once again. No real need to be in a hurry at this point, but I guess they feel they got Fort Scott on their heels, so you might as well take advantage of it. Look to the sideline for the play. Clock running under 2:45. Now they'll slow things down. Katzer under center. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap. Gives this one up the middle. That's Staunchfield. He's down inside the 10. Big collision at about the 7-yard line.
Appears to be recovered by the Panthers, and it is.
Staunchfield did put it on the ground, but the Panthers able to get back on top of it. Gain of about 7 there, and disaster just narrowly avoided. So 2nd down and 3 from the 7-yard line, or the 8-yard line. This will be a keeper from Katzer. Face mask probably on the play as a flag comes in. Yeah, Katzer got swiped across his mask pretty hard there and pretty obviously. So some laundry on the field, and that should set up 1st down and goal coming up here. Good decision there to keep it by Katzer as he came to the near side. Ended up getting swiped across the face bar. One of the more dangerous penalties in the sport. So well-deserved 1st down coming up here. And we'll see with 1:57 what Paola chooses to do here. Obviously, you wouldn't tell someone not to score, but if you don't score, probably best to sit on that clock for a second before you end up finally deciding to push that ball across the goal line. And it will start now. Paola looking to really take a stranglehold on this one heading into the halftime break. Katzer awaits the signal from the sideline. As they'll sit there and watch the clock tick. From the 2, it's 1st down and goal, and now a timeout is called. 1:33 to go. It'll be 1st down and goal, Paola from the 2 when we come back right after this.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Back live here at Paola High School. 1:33 to go. It is 1st down and goal for the Paola Panthers, looking to extend their 14-0 lead and really take command of this game as we are just about a minute and a half from heading to the halftime break. Under center is Katzer. Takes a snap. Sends it up the middle. I believe that was Staunchfield, and he is just short. Down to the 1-yard line.
Appears to be just short of the goal line.
And sorry, that was Younger that took it up the middle there. So it gains 1, but 1 wasn't quite enough. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And Paola, as somewhat expected, letting that clock tick a little bit before they're going to snap this thing again. Play clock only at 25. So they got plenty of time if they want to run some of this down. Now they'll come down under center. Play clock at 15. They'll take the snap. This will be a quarterback keeper, and into the end zone goes quarterback Tristan Katzer for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. This one from 1 yard out, and it gives the Panthers a 20-0 lead. Tristan Katzer with a very interesting stat line here in the first half. Unofficial stats kept here in the booth, of course, but 5 carries for 0 yards. But he does have 12 points to his name. He's got those pair of touchdowns. And with 46.8 seconds to go here in half number 1, Paola in firm command as Troutman tries to add the extra point. Kick is up, right down the middle on a line drive, and it's 21-0 Paola in front. We'll go ahead and take one more quick break and be right back after we hear from Strode Orthodontics.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Back live here. Paola High School in command, 21-0, 46.8 to go here in the home opener, and they'll send this one downfield. This will be fieldable, taken out past the 20. Flag comes in, huge hole, but a flag. As this is going to be Chase Heyer taking it to the house, but there is laundry at the 26-yard line, so hold everything. As we've already got some white jerseys looking back in a bit of disgust. And it looks like the massive hole was formed artificially via some mild illegal activity. We'll wait for the official call here, but looks like Fort Scott is already moving back. We do have a finger from the official pointing that direction. It was a block in the back at the 26-yard line. So take 6 points off the board for the Tigers. And instead, it will just be a first down and 10 from back at their own 16-yard line. Doing their due diligence and asking the Paola sideline. But should be a pretty quick and easy answer from the Paola coaching staff here. Yes, please, we'll take the penalty and not the opposing touchdown. 35.2 seconds left to go here in the first half. And we'll see how aggressively Fort Scott decides to play this with such little time left. I think Lennox Van has actually had a couple of real nice passes today. A couple of them ended up being incomplete anyway as a result of well-played defense or a receiver falling down. But it is something to keep an eye on. He's thrown the ball well, whether the stat sheet indicate that early on or not. So Paola will definitely want to stay back on their heels just a little bit. But it will just be a run up the middle. Allison trying to find any room to run. He will find none, and he will gain no yards. So that's going to make it second down and 10.
Loss number 7.
And Fort Scott will hurry back up to the line and try to get one more play off here with 13 seconds to go. From under center is Van, sends a man in motion. This will just be Allison up the middle again, breaking one tackle, getting up near the first down, and he'll actually get it. Gain of 11 there for Jasper Allison, but we'll see if they even get another snap off. With 1.6 seconds to go, and it looks like the answer is no, they'll let it run. So that's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. At the half, it's Paola 21, Fort Scott. Big old goose egg at this point in the contest. We'll see if the Tigers can get things turned around in the second half. But before that, we'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back for the halftime show right after this.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rusty Walters in Paola today at 913-294-2737.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back live from Paola High School here. Some halftime recap as Paola up 21-0 over the Fort Scott Tigers in the Battle of the Big Cats. Though I suppose technically a tiger is a panther. Part of the Panther family. Big note from the first half, though. Paola's rushing attack. J.D. Troutman, 3 carries, 47 yards. That's a nice average. You also got 13 carries and 93 yards from Clayton Younger, who has come out ready to rumble here in the first half of the first game of the season. Paola looking to try and go 1-0 to start this season. They won 1 game at home last year, trying to match that in the very first game of this season. However, none of the touchdowns today have come from either of those big-time carriers. Cooper Stanchfield, 4 carries, 15 yards. He's got one of those touchdowns. That came from about 4 yards out. That was the early on touchdown. It was the second score of the game. And Tristan Katzer, the quarterback of the Panthers, with a pair of rushing touchdowns despite a net total of 0 rushing yards in the first half. He does have a pair of touchdowns. He's also 2 for 5 through the air for 11 yards. Neither team has come out deciding to go full air raid or anything. We've got a grand total of 8 passing attempts between the two teams. Over on the Fort Scott side, just 8 passing yards, 1 for 3 for Lennox Van, though he has thrown a couple of very nice deep balls, just haven't been able to complete them. Leading rusher for Fort Scott, that would be Cal Cousins. He's got 21 yards on just 4 carries. They have been held in check on the ground. Fort Paola has been able to really gash some chunk plays today. That's been the key difference. Fort Scott, when they have found rushing success, it has been more nickel and diming, trying to get 3 yards here, 5 yards there, march their way down the field, and then just ultimately is halted, usually around midfield each time. A couple of 4th down stops by the Panther defense at midfield, both on 4th down and 2, have been critical against the Fort Scott offense here today. It has absolutely crushed a pair of promising looking drives, and that's how we've gotten to the point of 21-0 Paola on top. We'll see if Fort Scott, who will get the ball to start the second half, has a little bit of juice about them, a little bit of fire in their system when they come out, or as the Paola band is playing a wonderful performance here at the half, will they be singing a celebratory tune at the end of the game? We'll find out after 24 more minutes of play, and we'll take a quick break and come back with more of the halftime show right after this.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here during the halftime show, we'll take a quick look around the county and around the conference and see what's going on around Kansas football right now in the Spring Hill game. Looks like the Broncos absolutely steamrolling over the Braves in that one. They're still in the second quarter, or they're heading to halftime right now. I'm looking at a score of 43-0 here over in Lewisburg. Lewisburg taking on Heritage. That game 34-7 right now, is that game under a minute to go before their halftime. 21-13. Tonganoxie? Sorry, folks, not a native Kansian. So perhaps someone will correct me using a whole host of friendly and polite words on social media at some point during or after the game. They're currently on top of the Bobcats, 21-13. So looking good across the conference for all of your Varsity Sports Live teams as they're covering right now. 21-0 here, though. Fort Scott dug themselves into a bit of a hole. Paola has capitalized. The offense, they've been running the ball incredibly well. We mentioned it just before we took that last break. Right now, Clayton Younger flirting with 100 yards. He's already on, he's well past century watch, if we're just entirely honest about it. He's at 93 yards already in one half. It's become century warning at this point. So 100 yards on the table there. J.D. Troutman also 47 yards in the first half, but on only 3 carries. A very impressive first half on the ground for the Paola Panthers. Fort Scott has not found similar success. They have been held in check both through the air and on the ground. We'll probably see a whole lot more of that rushing attack here in the second half as Paola looks to really ground out the rest of this game and grind down the rest of that clock. Halftime performance over. We got 6 minutes to go until the second half action gets underway. We'll go ahead and hear from our halftime sponsors and let you know that halftime is brought to you by Rusty Walters, Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rusty Walters in Paola today at 913-294-2737.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness in a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Back live here at Paola High School as we're just about getting ready for second half action. Under 4 minutes to go, though the teams have not come back out onto the field just yet. So we'll see if they end up giving them that extra 3 minutes when they come out for re-warm-ups and things of that nature. As of right now, though, let's pretend like this clock is accurate and we're just 3.5 away from second half action. Paola has kept it on the ground. They did exactly what we assumed during our keys to the game that they needed to do, and that is jump out to an early lead. When you're a ground and pound team, playing with the lead is just so much easier than trying to be the comeback kids. Paola did just that, scoring on both of their first 2 drives of the ball game, and they have not looked back since. The defense has been good, the offense has been better. Couple of touchdowns from quarterback Tristan Katzer as he's run a couple in from short yardage. Also a touchdown score from Cooper Stanchfield earlier in the game from about 4 yards out. That's got us at 21-0. But the big yardage eaters today have been Clayton Younger, 93 yards on 13 carries. He has been a monster out there, big number 26. And, of course, the speed of J.D. Troutman has accounted for a couple of big plays in the running game. 3 carries, 47 yards, and a couple of really nice punt and kickoff returns as well, as it looks like the teams are coming back out, so they'll get their re-warm-ups in with 2:20 to go here before the second half gets underway. We'll go ahead and take one more break and be back for the second half kickoff.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles.
We are back here at Paola High School, as a couple of little audio glitches there, but just about set for second half kickoff. Fort Scott just made their way onto the field. They're going to do some lunges and get themselves ready here for the second half as both teams are warming up. They'll put 3 minutes back on that clock. 21-0, Paola currently on top, hoping to keep the shutout intact as we go to the second half, and Fort Scott hoping to show a little fight from behind. Paola, of course, took last year's opening week contest by the score of 28-6. Looking to try to repeat some of that week 1 success coming into this year. Looked good in the first half, ran the ball extremely well, passed the ball as well as they needed to. Played some very stout defense, particularly on a pair of 4th down plays, 4th down and 2. Both came from midfield, both of them ending with turnovers on downs. So the Paola defense has been stout on those crucial down and distances. They've also been very good on 3rd down today, as evidenced by the fact that they forced so many 4th downs. So you'll see the warm-ups going on just about 2 minutes away, and we will once again remind you that halftime is brought to you by Rusty Walters, Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. Paola coming to their sideline. Fort Scott taking full advantage of the next minute that they have available to them. They're going to keep on warming up. And we're going to stay right here for the next minute. And get ready for second half action. Panthers and Tigers. It will be Fort Scott getting the first possession here of the second half. As Fort Scott heads over to their sideline, hoping to come out strong here on their opening possession, try to set the tone that the second half is not the first. Paola going to try to stiffen up on defense here, and we are just about ready to see whose will gives and who can push through. Second half action mere moments away as Paola sends the kickoff team out onto the field. It's been Cal Cousins back deep for the Tigers. He has yet to actually get his hands on one of the kickoffs, though. Paola's done a good job keeping him short, squib kicking the ball, keeping him out of the most dangerous Tiger players' hands. Although Morgan Shaw has had a couple of nice glimpses with a couple of returns himself, though one of them, after having to chase the ball down from behind him, did result in Fort Scott having to begin one of their drives at their own 9. No fault of Shaw, though. He did the best he could to try to turn something out of that play. As we're just about setting to put boot to leather, second half action is underway. That one's going to find its way deep, and now Cousins will finally get his hands on one. He's going to take it up the middle, and there goes Cousins, trying to make a move at midfield, breaks one tackle all the way down to the 35-yard line of Paola, and that's probably why they haven't been kicking to him. Cal Cousins with the biggest play of the game for the Fort Scott Tigers, and it comes on special teams. Able to get his hands on that kickoff return, his first that they've actually let him handle. And he makes them pay for it. Takes it back to the 35 of Paola. And Fort Scott is in business here early on in the second half. Here's Lennox Van from under center. He's going to take the snap. Give that one to Allison up the middle. Allison breaking some tackles. Fights his way forward for a gain of about 7.
Ball carrier for the Tigers appears to be number 7.
And Jasper Allison manages to reclaim the team lead in rushing yards today. So we'll see if him and Cousins continue to battle for that spot throughout the night. As second down and 3 coming up, they'll give this one to Allison. Allison up the middle, real close to the first down. He looks like he's going to be about half a yard short.
Quarterback reads the defense, hands it off to number 7, Allison. He's tackled just short of the line to gain.
So this will be third down and 1 for the Fort Scott Tigers. Early big play in this one here in the second half. We're not even, well, now we just are over a minute into the half. We've already got a huge third down. Takes the snap, gives it. Allison up the middle. He's got it with ease. He needed 1, he got about 4, and that'll move those chains. Fullback Jasper Allison takes 3 consecutive carries to get this second half going for the Fort Scott Tigers. So now from the 22-yard line, first down and 10 for the Tigers. Coming to the line. Come out in that same split wing set. Takes the snap. Oh, that's play action. He's got a man open, but he's rolling the other way. Throwing towards the end zone, and that one is incomplete. He was looking for number 9, Ty Marbury. Chase Hire on the crossing pattern was actually coming wide open, but the problem was his crossing pattern was going to the other end of the field that Van was rolling to. So almost any quarterback coach on the planet, unless they're coaching Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, will tell you you're rolling one way. Do not throw across your body. Do not roll to one side of the field and then throw to the other side of the field. No matter how open a guy is, it leaves a lot of time and space for the defenders to make up ground. Just usually a no-no right there, so a smart play not to get it over to him. Just has to be painful when you look at it on film on Monday. Now they'll just toss it to Hire. Hire with a nice burst, and he's going to get the first down. He's got 11 yards. That's a much easier way to get him the football than trying to throw the ball across your body. And Hire picks up the first down.
The tackle for Paola High.
And Fort Scott has got a nice drive going. They're down to the 11-yard line. First down and 10. Not first and goal. They can get a first down from just barely. Well, I guess they're at the 12, so they could get inside the 2 and keep the drive going without scoring. From the 12, Van under center. Sends a man in motion. They'll give this one. Gives it off to Cousins. Cousins tries to get something going there. Might have gained 2 and bring up second down and 8.
And then turns it back. In between the tackles before he's drugged down by number 1, J.D.
So Cal Cousins, they tried to get him on a sweep there. The edge was well set, though, by the Panther defensive line. Had to cut it back up the field, pick up the 2 yards that were available to him. And now he got second down and 8. Fort Scott awaits the signal from the sideline. Van under center. Takes the snap. Quarterback keeper. He goes right side between guard and tackle. He'll pick up about 2 more, and that's going to bring up third down and 6. So well played there by Paola. Brings up another third and medium situation.
Maybe 1. Tacklers, the Panthers, number 67, Eli Rickmore.
From the 8-yard line, they're going to need the 2 for a first down. Under center. They got some distance to go here on third down. Takes the snap. They're going to drop back to throw. They're going to fire the fade to the end zone. And that one's knocked away. Well played by the Paola defense.
Pass failed, incomplete, back in coverage once again.
And it looks like that was J.J. Crawford, who has made a couple spectacular defensive plays on the ball. He's already got 3 pass breakups today. They tried to get the jump ball there to Ty Marbury, and instead it's just going to be 4th down and 6. And we're going to see what Fort Scott decides to do. They're going to decide to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll take the timeout as well and be back after this.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Back live here at Paola High School. Another 4th down being faced here from the Fort Scott offense. This drive started at the Paola 35, and it looks like Fort Scott's going to go for it. They want 6. They're not satisfied with a 3-point try, and they're going to need at least 6 yards to keep that hope alive. And now whistles. And hold on, that's not legal. I think they mean Paola took the timeout, and that is what they mean. So back-to-back timeouts. We won't send you away twice in a row. We'll stay right here and preview this 4th down. 8:15 to go here in quarter number 3. If Paola can turn them away again, bring Fort Scott to 0 for 3 on 4th down today. I mean, that is just going to be an absolute killer for the Fort Scott momentum that they thought they had built up. And then you got to go back and you got to think, what an excellent rundown tackle on the kickoff by Paola to prevent a touchdown for Cal Cousins on what looked like he had a touchdown return to start this half. Dragged down at the 35-yard line, and now Fort Scott is at risk of coming away with no points on this drive. Paola has come up clutch defensively here today. They have another one in them. Or can Fort Scott finally break through? Let's find out as they come out under center. I wouldn't target J.J. Crawford, though, through the air. I know that much if I were the offensive play caller. Massive motion coming here as they come out. Trio to the right. Back to throw, rollout, fires into the flats, has a man, down to the 2. That's going to be very close. Did he get the first down? Pass complete to Colton Rogers. He might have gotten exactly 6 yards. And this is going to be very close. Did he get there? Yes! First and goal, so finally a 4th down converted for the Fort Scott Tigers, and they do it through the air. Lennox Van finding Colton Rogers in the flat, and he had to do a little extra work from there. So now 1st down and goal for Fort Scott. If I can spit it out, they'll go up the middle. Allison is in there. He's got a touchdown, and Fort Scott's on the board. And that is the exact start to this second half that they needed. Touchdown run there for Jasper Allison, and Fort Scott's got 6 points. Finally put up on that scoreboard. Get rid of that big number 0 that loomed large in the first half. And now maybe some momentum on the side of the Tigers as they're going to try to form one of those epic second half comebacks. And we'll get things started with the extra point. This will be Ty Marbury to attempt it. Spot down, kick up. That kick is low and no good. So 21-6, Fort Scott unable to add the extra point. Still a 15-point deficit. We'll be right back after this.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Live from Paola High School. Fort Scott finally on the board. Nice opening drive there. Ate up about 4 minutes and 12 seconds. They went 35 yards after a very nice kickoff return to start the half from Cal Cousins, number 5. And then they go 35 yards and end that drive in the end zone. Jasper Allison crossed the goal line with it. And now it's Paola's turn to get the ball here in the second half. Here goes Troutman trying to make something happen. Breaks the tackle. Oh, look at him go. He's still on his feet. Still going up to the 35-yard line. They'll spot him at the 34. J.D. Troutman also gets it around the Paola 35. Had to break a lot of tackles to get it there, though. One of those you only gain so many yards, but you did it with such pizzazz that maybe it goes on the highlight reel at the end of the year anyway. As now Paola will take over 1st down and 10.
Panthers start this drive first down.
They'll start at their own 34. They'll look to the sideline, awaiting the signal. Looks like a deuce set here. One running back in the backfield. They got 2 tight ends and 2 wide. No, those are wing backs, my bad. Handed off, fullback up the middle. Staunch field for about a yard. And that'll be it. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Short game of the play, maybe 1 up to the 35-yard line.
Sorry, that might have been Younger. And it was.
Clayton Younger with the carry.
So 2nd down and 9 for Paola here as they await the signal. Still in that wingback set. Now Younger, a much deeper back. Send a man in motion. They'll toss it to Younger. Younger with a nice cut. He's across the 45, across the 50. Younger inside the 30, inside the 25, and finally wrapped up and brought down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. A massive run there from the 35 all the way to the 17-yard line. 41 yards for Clayton Younger, and he's now well over the 100-yard mark. 135 for Clayton Younger after the huge burst.
Number 10, Doug Chipman.
And it looks like we have a Paola player down. So we'll take a quick break while they tend to him and be right back with more Paola and Fort Scott action. Week 1 of the high school season after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Back here for the 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line of Fort Scott. Paola following the massive 41-yard run from Clayton Younger. Now they'll go right up the middle. Again, it's Younger. Carrying some guys down to about the 11. Gain of 6 there. Sorry, that one was Stanchfield. That 20 and 26. Just keep getting them mixed up there. Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3 from the 11-yard line. Or from about the 10.
2nd down 5.
We'll actually mark him back a couple of yards, so 2nd and 5. From the eye, Katzer takes the snap, hands it off. Younger from the deep eye, trying to get inside the 10. Can't quite get it, brought down at the 11.
Forward progress down to the 11-yard line.
J.D. Troutman. Again, my apologies. So I'm trying to look around the bend of the press box here. Gain of about 1 brings up 3rd down and 4 coming up. I formation behind Katzer. It is Troutman, the deep back. Tried to get him to jump, didn't work. Katzer now under center. 3rd and 4. Takes the snap. Gives it off. Troutman trying to go far side. Nice cuts. Troutman is going to go in for the touchdown. What a cutback. Marcus Allen like. And it's 27-6 with 4:53 to go. And Paola answers right back after the Fort Scott touchdown to open up the half. What a run by J.D. Troutman. He might have snatched some ankles on that one. Might want to check the turf for some loose cleats. 11 yards to pay dirt, and Paola is an extra point away from matching last year's final score to an exact number. So Troutman, a chance to add another point to his total here today after running that one in for 6. Puts the PAT up, through, and it's 28-6, Paola on top. The Panthers lead the Tigers 28-6 here in the third quarter. 4:53 left to go in the third period. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
We're back, just about set for the ensuing kickoff. Paola on top 28-6, the final score of last year's meeting in week 1 between these two teams when it was over on the Tigers field. Now here from Paola, Panthers still massively in control of the ball game, looking to try to head out to a 1-0 start to the season here. Ball down. Kick away, try to keep it away from Cousins this go-around, and they do a nice job of it. This one taken by Shaw. Shaw gets up past the 30 to about the 31-yard line, where he's brought down, and Fort Scott will begin from there. So it looks like Paola, who spent the entire first half making sure that Cousins never got his hands on one of those kickoffs, tested him once, didn't like the result, and said, you know what, back to not touching the football for you. And it'll be first down and 10 here for Fort Scott. Lennox Van coming back out at quarterback. And he'll start from under center. 2 receivers, each split to each side. A couple of wingbacks and a fullback in. Motion man there. They'll give this to Allison, who scored on the previous drive. He'll take this one for about 3 yards. Bring up second down and 7.
Tigers start this drive with a handoff to number 7, Jasper Allison. He rushes forward behind the right guard for a short gain. Tackler is number 59.
That little mini competition that I made up earlier is starting to be run away with a little bit by Jasper Allison. He's firmly in control of the team lead in rushing yards. We'll see if Cal Cousins can make up 15 yards before this game concludes. In motion there. This will be quarterback keeper. It's an option. Pitch outside. Well played by the cornerback. I believe that was J.J. Crawford coming up to make the play higher. He was one step from maybe taking that thing all the way up the sideline. Instead, he's just going to get a yard. Crawford has played some truly spectacular defense here today for the Paola Panthers, mostly in pass coverage, but right there showing off the tackling skills. Third down, to the air goes Van. Van under pressure, throws this one, and was that caught? No, incomplete. Along the far sideline, it would have been short of the marker anyway, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 6, so a 3 and out for Fort Scott. And take a wild guess who broke that one up. J.J. Crawford. I maybe just wouldn't throw to that side for the rest of the game if I was Fort Scott. It's going to lead to a lot of these. The punt team is out. Cannon set to punt it away. Takes the snap, puts a boot to it. Good deep punt, but it ends up right in the hands of Troutman. Troutman coming near side, looking for blockers. He's got some, and some burst. There goes Troutman, one man to beat. He beat him inside the 15, the 10, and a wonderful Friday evening stroll to the Paola end zone. J.D. Troutman from 70 yards. And we do have a Fort Scott player down. Unfortunate to see. on the 70-yard J.D. Troutman punt return touchdown. So we'll take a quick break while they tend to the injured player. Fireworks sound here in Paola. Troutman's got his second touchdown of the day. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness in a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Ladies, do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits. But you need a limit.
Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
Recovery.
Back live here from Paola. Extra point about ready to be kicked. Fort Scott Tigers number 41 Ryder Newton went down on the punt return, but was able to stand up under his own power and hop his way onto the golf cart as they'll take him off the field. He got a standing ovation here live from the stands here in Paola. Good to see him able to get on and off the cart under his own power. Looked like hobbling a little bit, didn't want to put too much pressure on the right leg. No doctor though, so I'm not here to speculate. We will instead focus on the extra point incoming as Paola attempts to capitalize on the J.D. Troutman punt return touchdown as he looks to add an extra point to his own score and make this thing 35-6. With 3:11 to go here in the third quarter. Spot down, Troutman kick, up and blocked. So Fort Scott coming up with a big defensive play on the extra point to take a point away from Paola. Troutman was otherwise perfect on extra points, and right there he didn't necessarily miss. Fort Scott just got tremendous penetration. We'll take one more quick commercial break and be back for the kickoff. Live from Paola High School, it's a 28-point Paola lead over the Fort Scott Tigers. And kick, not quite deep. I thought a knee was on the ground. They'll say no, it doesn't matter. Only 2 additional yards on the return. And a flag is in.
But there's a flag thrown down.
Are they going to rule that that tackle attempt was after the returner had already hit the deck? Maybe give them a late hit for this, or we'll see. We'll go ahead and let the officials do the officials' job here. And it is a dead ball personal foul.
Dead ball personal foul.
And so they are going to get Paola for that tackle. That's a little tough when you're on the kickoff team. Maybe wasn't totally sure if he was down yet. He went in to finish the tackle, but you can't hit a guy after he's already been on the turf, especially for a second or two like that. Cost you 15 yards. And now Fort Scott with a chance with excellent field position here. In a bit of a hole, down 28, but plenty of time left. Still 15 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this ball game. They are 53 yards away from adding to their score.
Setting up the Tigers near midfield. They'll start this drive first down and 10 from their own 47.
Motion man there. They'll toss it that way. Coming near side. Has a hole and is able to pick up about 6 or 7 yards. Was Cal Cousins.
Number 5.
Bring up second down and 3.
Cousins. Tackler is number 59, Caden Worthy.
And actually, they might have given him a full 8 there. And they will. So second and 2, actually, from the 45 of Paola. We'll see if Fort Scott can capitalize on the field position. Under center is Van, Lennox Van. Once again sends Cousin in motion, but he gave that one off to Jasper Allison, who, a bit of an awkward exchange, might have lost the football on it. Gains nothing as a result, and turns it into third down and 2. So an unfortunate handle there, as they couldn't get the exchange just down. And it turns what might have been a promising play there, as they had some push at the line, into no gain. Third and 2. Van takes the snap, gives this one to Allison. Allison right into the line, and we'll see where he ended up. Oh, they are spotting him right at the 43, and they will give him the first down. He got it by approximately the length of a nose hair and turns this into first down and 10. He needed 2. He got 2 in 1 inch. First down and 10 here for the Tigers. From the 43 of Paola. Under center, sends a man in motion. They'll toss it that way, going far side. And with a nice burst. And was he rolling over the back of a player? Yes, he was. That was Chase Heyer picking up 11 and moving the chains once again.
Here is number 3, Chase Heyer. Jumped down by Paola's number 59, Caden Worthy.
First down and 10 coming up from the 32-yard line. Paola defense on their heels a little bit. Fort Scott scored on their opening drive of this half, and now their second drive of this second half, looking fairly impressive as well. Must have been a heck of a halftime speech from the offensive coordinator. And they'll come out here. Sends a man in motion. This is going to be quarterback keep. And that time it was actually Colton Rogers who took the snap and took it left side, picked up about 3. Brings up a second down and 7 coming up.
The ball carrier picks up nearly 4 off the left sideline. Bring up second down 6.
Maybe they'll give him 4. Second down and 6 coming up. And we'll see. They will have to snap it. There's only 14 seconds left on the play clock. But might be the last play of the third quarter coming up here. They're down to 8 seconds on that play clock. They're going to need to hustle to the line. Down to 4. Under center with 2 seconds. With 1. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Under pressure from the backside. It's picked off. Intercepted by Paola. Colton Rogers was hit as he threw. And that one was intercepted by, I want to say that was 25, Vincent Jones with the INT. And Paola's defense with another clutch play, coming up with a massive stop, and the offense will take over from their own 25-yard line. Play was made, though, in the backfield by the pass rush. Defensive end came clean off the line. He managed to get to Rogers right as he was trying to throw that football. Picked off by Vincent Jones. He says, "Thank you very much, I'll take that." Injured player does manage to get off the field, and I believe that was the same player who had the pressure, Eli Richmond. And now Paola takes over as their offense heads out from their own 25. 2.2 seconds left in the quarter, so I was a filthy liar about that last play being the final one of the quarter. We'll see if this one is. As we got two fullbacks in the backfield. Deep back, I believe, is Troutman. Might be him or Younger, hard to see a number. Either way, they didn't get any yardage going there. And it was Younger. That's the end of the quarter. We'll be back for fourth quarter action right after this. Quick word from our sponsors. 34-6, Paola on top of Fort Scott.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Live from Paola High School, fourth quarter action underway here, as it's a bit of a one-sided affair in favor of the Panthers. Tigers had a promising drive going once again, looked to try to go 2 for 2 in the second half with scoring drives, but an interception from Vincent Jones ended all those plans. So we'll take a quick look at some scores from around the county in the big game right now. Tonganoxie 27-20 in the third quarter. They got a close game going against the Bobcats. Chieftains and Bobcats, that would be your game of the week at this moment, as we've got whistles right off the bat here in Paola.
Timeout on the field. I believe it's Paola's second charge.
And Paola takes a timeout. Their second of the half. We'll go ahead and stay right here, coming right back from the quarter break. Paola in charge here. We got quite a few one-sided affairs from across the conference right now. Over in Columbus action, the Titans trail the Trojans 26-8 in that game. We've also got Baldwin there behind Eudora 34-6. And Riverton currently beating Galena 35-8. So if you're looking for real tight, close action, best action you're going to get, Chieftains Bobcats, they're still in a one-touchdown affair over there. Second down and 10 coming up here for Paola. From the I formation, takes the snap. Back to throw. Looking to throw on the crossing pattern. Nearly another interception. Well played there by number 9, Ty Marbury.
Intended to the open man, number 7, Landon Hill. Tipped and nearly intercepted by number 9, Ty Marbury.
Oh, Marbury trying to prove that J.J. Crawford's not the only number 9 that can play some stellar pass defense out here today. Ketzer actually had a man behind him he was trying to thread that ball into, but just a spectacular play by Marbury. And it leads to 3rd down and 10. We'll see if they go to the air 2 plays in a row. From the eye, twins to the right. They'll roll that way. Pressure coming from the backside. Hit as he threw, and then we're going to see if they rule that a forward pass. They will. Went out of bounds anyway, but it would have lost some yardage. So incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 10, and the Fort Scott defense does its job and manages to get right off the field. Can you tell the Paola crowd is getting into it? Getting excited, stomping the bleachers a little bit as our scoreboard shaking just a little bit down there. And on 4th down and 10, Paola sends out the punt team. Looks like this is Cal Cousins back deep and directing traffic with some stern voice, some bass in his voice there. Is it Younger punts this one, and yeah, he's not going to let Cousins get anything that resembles a chance at a return here. That one goes out of bounds at the 41. I think Paola learned their lesson from that one kickoff return, and Fort Scott will take over in Paola territory. 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. We'll do this radio style here for a moment. And for a moment, I meant for one sentence. Under center here, up the gut, fullback dive straight ahead. Gotta love linemen still blocking 14 yards downfield when the tackle was made 4 yards downfield. That's just good quality effort from the trenches.
Once again,
love to see it. Colton Rogers is taken over now as the quarterback. It seems full-time here for
a gain of 3, maybe
Fort Scott.
Tackler number 65, Carson Martin.
Looks like they gave Jasper Allison 4 yards on that last carry. They'll come out once again here, 2nd down and 6. Hand this one off to Cousins. Cousins trying to get the edge. Can't find it. He does, however, find a whole host of Panthers. They bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Well played defensively by Paola.
For a loss on the play.
Might have even lost a yard there.
There to finish him off for the Panther defense.
3rd and 7 coming up from the 39-yard line.
It's 3rd down.
They need to get inside the 32 here for a 1st down as they look to the Fort Scott sideline looking for the signal. Colton Rogers taking over at quarterback over these last couple of series. Takes the snap. Have to keep it himself. Looked like a mix-up on the exchange. He ends up gaining a yard, but nothing more. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Tackler for the Panthers, number 7, Landon Hill.
Landon Hill made the stop, and it's 4th down and 6. And yet another 4th down faced for the Fort Scott offense. 3rd down defense for Paola has been absolutely outstanding here today. And a timeout will be taken. We'll come back for some 4th down action. 4th and 6. Paola, they're 2 for 3 stopping these defensively. We'll see if Fort Scott can get to 500 or if Paola can turn them away once again right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stos with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust. Back
live, 4th down and 6 for the Fort Scott Tigers They're trying to get a little momentum here and keep this drive alive. They're 1 for 3 on 4th down today. The one saving grace, their one was on a 4th and 6 earlier in the game. They were 0 for 2 on 4th and 2. Back to throw here is Rogers. Rogers under immediate pressure. Fires this one into the flats, and just in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Oh, he had Jasper Allison. Allison couldn't handle the pass. And yet another takeaway on downs for the Paola defense. Good pass there from Colton Rogers. It just went through the hands of Allison, and Paola will take over. First down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. 9:36 to go in this one, and Paola has turned this thing into a bit of a rout. As we await the Paola offense coming back out onto the field. A couple of big-time stats we're watching here. Clayton Younger, he's already well past the century mark. 16 carries, 135 yards on the day. He's still looking for his first score, though. J.D. Troutman, maybe he busts off another long run. He might be nearing the century watch. He's at 5 carries, 59 yards. He'll give this one near side. And, finishing that run with some authority was number 2. That is Xander Mining. His first carry of the game. Picks up about 4, but what a finish to that run.
Rush off with a stiff arm and picks up another yard here on the near boundary.
That was a heck of an angry run there from number 2. Xander Mining finishing strong on that carry. And now from the eye. Looks like it is still Tristan Katzer in there at quarterback, but the running back's making a couple of switches. Taking the snap. Gives this one off. Left side. Still looking to see if I can find a number on that back there. Looks like that was Mining again. Picked up 3 more, brings up 3rd down and 3.
16, Colton Rogers, teammate number 44, J.C. Gross.
Mining still the deep back here from the eye. He'll get another carry. He lost the football. You got to take that with you. And Fort Scott is on it. Fumble recovery there.
By Fort Scott.
Big number 73, Luke Harris. Heads up play, got on top of it. And Fort Scott with the takeaway. Much needed there. Ball on the turf for Paola. So Mining comes in. He was looking to establish some late game heroics. So he had a couple of real nice runs in a row, but just couldn't handle the toss on that last play, and Luke Harris ends up on top of it. Taking the snap here, up the middle goes Allison. Allison picks up about 2, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Tackle made down at the Paola 38-yard line, gain of 2, 2nd down, 8.
So we'll see if Fort Scott can capitalize on this one and try to turn it into some points that they missed out on with the failed 4th down attempt. Allison now to 46 yards on the game. In motion is Cousins. They're going to go play action. Drop back to pass. Fires this one near side. Was that caught? No, it was not. They're just going to say it hit the turf. Disagreement from Chase Heyer, who says, no, I totally got that with one hand. Referees say, though, is final. No instant replay at the high school level, so an incomplete pass will be the call. It's Colton Rogers. Tried to get that thing out there to Heyer, just couldn't haul it in. It would have been a spectacular one-handed snag from Heyer, but it was not to be. 3rd down and 8 coming up here with 8:12 to go in the ball game. Fort Scott trying to dig their way out of this deep hole. Under center is Rogers. He takes the snap. He'll toss it near side to Cousins. No, Heyer. Heyer with a nice cut. Gets inside the 25 and breaks the tackle. Down inside the 15 and down near the 10. They'll mark him out at the 10. Impressive carry there of 27 yards. What a run there. So Higher, once again, a team, they failed to throw the ball to Higher. And one play after not being able to get him the ball that way, they just go the conventional route and toss him the ball, and he comes up with a huge run. It's happened twice today. He's now the Fort Scott leading rusher. First and goal from the 10. Rogers takes the snap. He'll give this one off. Allison up the middle. Allison with a hole, and Allison finds his way to the black painted turf. There's a 10-yard touchdown run. Second touchdown score of the game for Jasper Allison. And Fort Scott able to add to their total here today as they hope for something miraculous in the final 7:46 of this ball game. Extra point pending. Weren't able to get the first one. So it looks like they'll go for 2 this go-around. Try to make up that extra point that was missed earlier on in the ball game. Rogers under center. Sends Cousins in motion. He's back to throw. He fires far side to Cousins and overshot him just a little bit. That pass will be incomplete. And no extra point there. 34-12 will remain your score. We'll take a quick break and be back for the kickoff.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
(34-12) your score after the Fort Scott touchdown. Jasper Allison took it in from 10 yards out, his second score of the ball game. He's got all 12 of the Fort Scott points as the 2-point conversion attempt was no good. Paola a little tardy getting out onto the field. That would have been a spectacularly easy onside kick for Fort Scott. The referees, though, letting Paola get on out there. Looks like that is what we're going to get here. Hands team out for both squads. Onside kick incoming here for Fort Scott. Only real way to try to get back into this thing. Still down 22 points. Boot to ball, and no, they will pooch it deep, so they... A bit of trickery. They faked the hands team and just hitting the turf there, probably wisely from Austin Butler. And so Paola will start at their own 18-yard line.
Kickoff return, number 9, J.J. Crawford.
Sorry, that was J.J. Crawford on the return. He slides at the 18-yard line, and Paola will start from there. 7:40 to go. We'll see how much of that they can kill with this drive. And we'll see if we don't see a couple more substitutions thrown in there here, or if they'll give the starters one more drive to try to ice this thing. It looks like we got a lot of the starters back in there for Paola. Toss this one to Younger near side. Younger cuts it back upfield. Younger with a nice carry. Oh, fighting his way past the 30. The ball did come out. What are they going to rule here? Did he cough it up or was he down? It is a fumble. So Fort Scott football. Younger thinks he was absolutely down. He's arguing his case, as is the Paola bench. Referees, though, signaling first down, Fort Scott, and a flag. So Paola's bench giving him a little too much debate. Got his way up to about the 33-yard line, but couldn't hold on to the ball. Slippery leather here in the muggy atmosphere of Paola. It was a nice run. He had about 16 yards going there, but couldn't finish the carry with the ball in his hands. Unless, of course, you ask the Paola bench, in which case they're pretty adamant that he did.
Conduct against Paola. Tack on 15 yards.
I did not see who recovered the ball there for Fort Scott. Regardless, though, now 15 additional yards added on. I think they ruled he recovered it at the 37, so they're going to put this thing at the 22-yard line. Fort Scott, short field situation, and they could really make this thing a ball game again if they can capitalize on this. Motion man is Cousins. It's quarterback keeper. Rogers all the way, tries to cut it back upfield, gets what he can, and what he can is about 2 yards, and goes down right about there.
Colton Rogers picks up 1, maybe 2.
Second down and 8 from the 20 coming up. Down to about 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Fort Scott might want to start thinking about hustling here. They'll toss this one. I believe that was higher. He picks up a few. Had the huge run on the previous drive. This time he manages to get about 2 and make it 3rd down and 6. So not a whole lot of space there for higher. And now a 3rd down and medium situation here. Colton Rogers has gone to the air 3 times today. We're still waiting on a completion. But this might be a scenario where they go to it. He's had a couple of real nice passes. They just haven't been able to hook up. Takes a snap here. No, this is going to be Allison up the middle. Allison fighting his way forward. He's real close to that 1st down marker.
Number 7, Jasper Allison, near the line to gain.
And we'll see if he's got it. We'll see if they have to measure for this one. No, they're going to rule right from now. 4th down and about half a yard coming up. Needed 6, got 5.5. And all right, now they are going to take a gander at it. Bring the chains out. The gentleman operating the downs marker for the chain gang was fairly confident it was 4th down. Decided to label it as such. And he was right. Always trust the guy with the down marker. He knows what he's doing over there. This ain't his first rodeo. 4th down and inches coming up here for Fort Scott as they try to capitalize on the Clayton Younger fumble. Gave him a short field, and they're trying to turn this thing back into a ball game. Score here, and it's a 2-possession game. They will, however, want to put together a real nice 2-point play to try to get it back to a 14-point game. As they're 0 for 2 on extra points here tonight, they'll give that one to Allison up the middle, and Allison pushes that pile forward. I mean, he needed maybe 3 inches. He got 3 yards, and that'll move the chains and bring up a 1st down. Fort Scott definitely running the football a lot better here in the 2nd half than they were in the 1st. Takes a snap under center. Rogers keeps it, pitches it toward the sideline. Got that thing out to Cousins, and Cousins down to the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 5, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Dangerous toss, hauled in by number 5, Cal Cousins. Cuts back to the right. Picks up a nice gain before he's tackled by number 25, Vincent
So we'll
Jones.
see 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. What the Tigers are able to do here. Short field. Trying to capitalize on the fumble. Colton Rogers under center, takes the snap. He's going to toss that one lane to the outside for Cousins, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Scott.
Touchdown, Tigers.
And we got ourselves a football game once again. 18-34. Fort Scott back into it. They've drawn within 2 possessions. Scoreboard operator giving them the rare 9-point touchdown there. There we go. 34-18. Cal Cousins finds the end zone for the first time today. Scored from 5 yards out. And we'll see what they've got cooked up for this 2-point play. As Fort Scott refusing to just fade away quietly. Rogers back to throw. Throwing towards the sideline. He's got it. Completes that one to Chase Heyer in the flats. He was wide open on the out route, and a brilliant pass from Colton Rogers has made this a 14-point game with 5:06 to play. Just when you thought it was a rout, we got ourselves a tight ball game here. Week 1, we got 5:06 left to play. Maybe a little bit more. Find out after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back live from Paola High School. Paola sending out the hands team again. We'll see if Fort Scott truly means it with the onside kick. They're showing it again. They were down 34-6 at one point in this ball game. They have 2 straight scores. They took the Clayton Younger fumble, turned it into a touchdown, turned it into 8 points for themselves, and this game is within reach once again. And we'll see what's going on here. This time it is an onside kick right into the belly. That ball might have come loose, but then finally jumped on there by Paola.
Recovered by the Panthers.
Played well by the quarterback, Tristan Katzer. Fell on top of it. Hands team needed to use the kneecaps to secure that ball. And Paola will start from their own 49-yard line. So we'll see if Paola can try to put the finishing touches on this one. Find their way into the end zone, ought to do it. That'd be your fade to black type moment. But Fort Scott has visions of an epic comeback here on Paola's home field. We'll see who's able to come away with the big win here. Paola likely just going to try to grind this football, grind that clock down, run the ball between the tackles. They got 2 fullbacks on the field. This looks like your classic 4-minute drill up and coming. They'll go right back to Younger. Oh, and Paola really ripping at that, or sorry, Fort Scott really ripping at that football. Younger able to get up to midfield, gets a yard, no more, but does hold on to the ball this time with some white jerseys really making it difficult on him.
Midfield down to the Tiger 49-yard line, gain of 2.
No timeouts taken just yet for Fort Scott. As Paola's going to let that play clock wind down. It's down to 10 seconds. They're winding it down to 5, down to 4. Now they're under center. Well done with the use of the clock there. And look at absolute power from Cooper Stanchfield. Bursts his way for approximately about a 10, 11-yard run there. Give him 11 for the big fullback, Cooper Stanchfield. That play looked like it had maybe 3 yards of potential, and he decided to turn it into more. I formation here. Under center. Give this one off Younger. Younger with not a whole lot of space there. Coming in to make the play in the backfield was number 10, Dub Chipman. Might have lost 2 yards there. And that's the type of play that the Tiger defense really needed. 2nd down and 12. Get Paola going the wrong direction. Keep them behind schedule as that clock is not working in the white jersey's favor right now. Still ticking away. Under center, he'll give it off. Younger hit in the backfield. Again, well played by the Fort Scott defense. No gain there. Jasper Allison with the penetration. And now a timeout called by Fort Scott. We'll take a quick break and be back for 3rd down and 12 after this.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal jeweler.
3:01 to go here from Paola High School. 3rd down and 12 for the Panther offense. Paola at their own 40. They're going to need the 28-yard line to move these chains and try to ice this ball game. Fort Scott needing a stop badly. Referees stopping play for a brief moment. Allowing fair substitution. Ball wasn't ready for play just yet. Now it is. And now Katzer to the line. Quick snaps it. Tosses it near side for Younger. Younger with a nice spin. He'll want to stay in bounds and does. Picks up about 2, but Fort Scott played it well. And actually, Cale Cousins is trying to say he came away with the football. Referees disagree. And 4th down and 10. The clock stopped. I didn't see a timeout signal. So referees will talk about something. See what this is. The clock still stopped at 2:58. Oh, and it's a personal foul against Paola. I didn't even see the flag come in. We'll see if that was after the play. It's a no-brainer to take it. You'd consider declining it just because of the clock situation and taking 4th down if it was during the play, and that's what they're going to do. So 4th down and 10 coming up. They'd rather just have the 4th down and not waste 35 more seconds of gameplay, and Paola's going to punt. So Paola, not trying to give Fort Scott any free momentum, is going to send out the punt team. Looks like it is Cousins back deep. They'll try to keep it away from him, I'm sure. Younger might have kept that in the field of play. And Cousins not going to be able to get his hands on that one. Downed at the 16-yard line, 2:33 to go. Fort Scott trying to pull off a miracle. And we'll see what kind of last 2:33 miracle magic they got left in them here for Fort Scott. They're going to need 2 touchdowns, so they're going to need at least 1 onside kick to go their way, one would imagine. They've already used one of their timeouts here. Under center is Rogers, takes the snap, directly back to pass, not even fooling around with it now. He's going to pump fake once, get towards the sideline, get some yardage, some good yardage, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good pickup of about 15 there for the quarterback, Rogers. Colton Rogers using his legs on that one. And managed to get out of bounds, which is key, so it only took about 10 seconds there. 2:23 to go, 1st down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Taking the snap, Rogers right back to pass. Looks like a screen. Trying to set up the middle screen, but Paola had it scouted. Trying to get the ball there to Cedric Martin. But there was all kinds of traffic in the way, and Colton Rogers did the smart thing and just threw it at his feet. Second down and 10 coming up. Second down and 10. Man in motion. It's a reverse. Coming back near side here. Looking for some space and some wiggle room. Manages to pick up about 8, but does not get the first down there. The toss play there went to number 9, Ty Marbury. His first carry of the ball game. Picks up 8 yards, but the clock keeps on ticking. And now a timeout taken? Or did we have a flag down? Holding on the play, so no gain of 8 yards there.
Looks like there's a flag down on the play. They called holding on the offense.
And that's an absolute killer. There's some discussion here from the officials as to where to put the ball now. Looks like they'll walk it back 10 from the previous line of scrimmage. Brings up a second down and 20 with 2:09 to play. And we're going to learn a lot about the Fort Scott passing game here in the next 2:09, I think is a fair assumption to make. Colton Rogers takes the snap. He's looking to go deep with it. He's firing deep. Rainbow pass. Incomplete. And a flag comes in. They're going to get Paola for pass interference on the deep ball. That was a perfect throw from Colton Rogers. Rainbow arcing it, gave his receiver a chance to come back. Defensive back just never made a play for the ball. He ran through the receiver instead. You got to get your head around in that situation. You got to convince the official that you're trying to play the football on an underthrown ball like that. It's so difficult as a defensive back to make that play. As there is a brief conference going on here. And they're going to walk it off. Pass interference against Paola. Well, I thought. Well, yes, of the 15-yard variety in high school and not an automatic first down. So second down and 5 coming up. Back to throw. Colton Rogers. He's looking to go deep again. Rainbow's double coverage. That one nearly picked off. Well played there by number 10, Jasper Logan. Pass intended for Cal Cousins. He was looking for a flag afterwards. Wasn't going to come. So now it's third down and 5. 1:54 to play in the ball game. Fort Scott with a last gasp coming. Third and 5. Colton Rogers back to throw. Tries to go on the quick hitch, way over through his man Ty Marbury, and that's going to bring up fourth down. And we do have a Paola player on the turf. We'll go ahead and cut to a quick break and be right back. Another fourth down and 6 upcoming for Fort Scott in this ball game right after this.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stills with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back live here for this 4th down and 6. For all intents and purposes here, this could be the ball game for Fort Scott if they can't find a way to get 5 yards here. Sorry, it is 6 yards, all right. On the field, it clearly looks like 5, but they're officially marking it 4th and 6. Empty set here, 5 wide. Back to throw. Going deep, he's got a man open, and it's caught, and he's gone! Oh my heavens! 69 yards! Chase Higher, the first completion of the game for Colton Rogers, and he never needed it more. It's a one-score game, ladies and gentlemen, with 1:39 to play. Absolutely, positively insane turn of events. Chase Higher got behind the defense, won a jump ball, and then took it to the house. 69 yards. And now, the extra point coming. They're going to go for 2. Takes the snap, tossing it. Near side, looking for the goal line, and he's in there!
Is good. We got a ball game here, Paola 34.
Looks like that was Higher as well. Chase Higher with the 2-point conversion after he took the 69-yard catch and run on a 4th down and 6. The distance. And from 34 to 6, this game is 34-28. 1:39 to play. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the exciting conclusion from Paola High School.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Back live from Paola High School, 1:39 to go. Fort Scott with 22 unanswered points here in the second half. It is 34-28 in a game that looked absolutely locked up with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Not so fast. Fort Scott has come storming back, and now Paola with the hands team out there looking to fall on this thing and then try to ice this ball game finally and get to 1-0 on the season. Onside kick, away. That one hit a player, that ball is loose. We're gonna find out who's got it, and it is Paola. The Panthers able to get on top of it after it was loose initially, and they'll take over at the 48-yard line, and they're gonna try to grind out the remaining 136 in this football game. So a big-time scare as Fort Scott put some fear into the hearts of the Paola faithful, but ultimately Paola able to get on top of that one, and with Fort Scott not having all of their timeouts available to them, Paola can really do some damage to this clock on this possession. So we'll see what they choose to do here on 1st down and 10. You'd imagine something incredibly safe. Don't bother going anywhere near the sidelines. And first and foremost, don't put the ball on the turf. Likely seeing a couple of runs right between the guards, if I had to take a wild guess. Deep I formation here, and they're actually just going to kneel on it. I think Fort Scott has one timeout remaining, but if they have none, Paola can just do that 2 more times and head to the victory locker room. With 10 seconds remaining on that play clock, they're going to be able to really run this thing down. Take the knee. And one more should be coming here from Paola.
At the conclusion of the game, we'd ask fans exit the stadium.
And then the celebration can begin.
We have a movie night on the field for the Paola High School students. And stadium lights will
I'm going to say I miscounted timeouts, and they did use all 3 already, did Fort Scott. So one more kneel down ought to do it. Down under 30 seconds. They can snap this at any point. They do. They take the knee, and Paola can begin the celebration. 1-0 on the season as they take this one. A scare at the end, but a victory nonetheless. Paola wins it 34-28 over Fort Scott. We'll be right back in a bit to break down the game recap and the stats right after a quick word from some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rusty Walters in Paola today at 913-294-2737. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal jeweler.
Back live, Paola High School. The Paola Panthers take this one by the final score of 34-28. What a finish to this ball game. It looked like it was going to be just the same old from last year. Paola took that one. Lopsided affair. They jump out. They're up 34-6 in this one halfway through the third quarter. And then Fort Scott just would not go away easy. Turned it into quite the tense affair toward the end, especially on that final drive, 4th down and 6, and they get a 69-yard deep bomb to number 3, Chase Heyer. Chase Heyer ended the game with 2 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. It was the only completion of the game for Colton Rogers, who had to come in about halfway through. But what a completion to have. He and Lennox Van each with just 7 passing attempts on the game, 14 total for Fort Scott. Paola, though, up to 1-0 on the season. They did it mostly on the ground. The ground game was exceptional today. 21 carries, 152 yards from Clayton Younger. Did have the fumble, no touchdowns, but when you get 152 yards on the ground, you're going to obviously take hold of any player of the game awards. Some other notable rushers today. Cooper Stanchfield had a touchdown. He had 31 yards, 59 yards on just 5 carries for J.D. Troutman. He also had a touchdown. He also had a reception for 9 yards to his credit. Tristan Katzener, 5 carries, no yards, but did have 2 touchdowns. It's one of the odder stats of the game, but that's the way that it just goes sometimes. Big time win here for Paola. They stand strong at the end. The onside kick, with 1:39 to go, found its way into a Paola set of hands and ultimately was the difference in the ballgame. Post-game show brought to you by the Fade Strong Barbershop and Sharps Gym. Fade Strong Barbershop combines tradition with the latest trends for a cut above the rest. Make your appointment by calling 913-713-8269. Fade Strong Barbershop. Elevate your style today. We're going to take another quick break and be back to wrap things up. Don't go anywhere.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness in a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Back live for the post-game show here. Paola and Fort Scott. Paola took it 34-28. Looking ahead to next week's matchup against Louisburg. The Wildcats will be at home against these Paola Panthers. Paola might want to get some second half adjustments squared away before that one. Louisburg did take the win in their contest today, coming off a 43-14 victory. That game went final about 20 minutes ago. So both of these teams will head into week 2 1-0. Should be an excellent contest up for next week. Once again, we take a look at a player of the game here for tonight's contest, and you got to go with Clayton Younger, 21 carries, 152 yards. Really put Paola on his back on the ground game. He and J.D. Troutman had a couple of real explosive runs. Helped Paola carve their way to this narrow victory as they fend off Fort Scott. That'll do it here for the Paola Sports Network. We will see you guys next week from Louisburg.